Football Power Hour. Well then, Happy New Year. Ladies and gentlemen, we in here. We in the building. My name is Botswanapapi. I'm having a little snack when everybody's out here making New Year's resolutions about, eating less, exercising more, etc., etc. I'm out here eating more. I'm still exercising, but, we in here. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you warmly to the Football Power Hour. This is the first show of the year. First show of 2024, man. And 2023, what a challenging year that was. What a challenging year that was. That was the wildest. It was a year to remember because I guess we won a energy drink cup. It was the first time we opened, the trophy cabinet in a while. Since what? Since Jose Mourinho, I think. So there was like spider webs in that trophy cabinet. But anyway, we opened it up for the Carabao Cup, closed it, and that was it. And then it was all downhill. And just when we thought, okay, 2023 is done, there's no more it's time for like a new chapter, new leaf. Manchester United does it again. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what I'm talking about, it is the paper talk is heating up. The Graham Potter paper talk is heating up. It is a real possibility that Graham Potter will be coming to Manchester United.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way, yeah.
That's when you thought 2023 was a tough year. 2024. The thing about it, we had the Potter conversation a few weeks ago, and I don't think he's a horrible coach, but at Man United, come on now, what are we doing? The day I catch the person who's making these decisions at Man United, you know what's going to happen? I see you, whoever's doing these damn decisions and also talking about Timo Werner. What are you doing, man? Timo Werner at Man United? Oh, no. This club is trying to test us. They're trying to push us to the limit. I cannot handle it. Anyway, I want to say big shout out to Compost Smurf in the building, saying big up Bobby, and also Steven in the house saying hi. Big up to you, Steven. Yo, Steven, come join the YouTube community real quick. Come to the Football Power Hour on YouTube and be a part of the members who are on the way to taking this channel to 900 subscribers. We're almost there, I don't want to be singing this 900 song at the end of 2024, so I'm waiting on you, Steven. Pull up. Big up to Koala in the building. Happy New Year, Koala. Big up to you, fam. You know where we're from. We keep saying Happy New Year till the first week of February. Till Happy Valentine's Day, till the next happy something, But if I haven't seen you this year, Happy New Year. So big shout out to you, Koala. Big up to Compost saying flying clothesline. Flying. Oh, yeah. This is Compost is referring to how I feel about the people that are making decisions at Manchester United. We know it's January. The transfer window is open. It's time for us to be doing some business. And the only business that we've done so far that I've been catching up on is Donny van de Beek is gone. That one falls under the category of significantly insignificant. Of course, in the process of a rebuild, it's important to be clearing out deadwood. And deadwood, I don't mean it in a disrespectful way to Donny, because Donny really was treated unfairly. We all know the story of Donny, and I don't want to get into it. We even know what I mean. If I can tell you right now that Compost Smurf, if we're playing a game, Koala is starting and Compost is getting Donny minutes. We all know what that means, And right now, I guess free Donny has worked. He's out of jail. He's in Frankfurt on a loan, hopefully with a decision to stay there, an obligation to buy. I don't know if that's actually a clause in the loan details. But the main thing is Donny for me was becoming what Odegaard was to Real Madrid. A player with actual potential, a player with talent. We know Donny a good Donny has good positional understanding, good tight half spaces, understanding, very good link-up play. And he just was never given the opportunity at Man United. So I'm glad he's free from jail. He can now go be the Odegaard of Frankfurt. I think he should have gone to a better club than Frankfurt, in my opinion. Like maybe if Donny went to Dortmund, screw Jadon Sancho going to Dortmund. If he went to like Dortmund, or if he went to, I know last year it was Real Sociedad, which wouldn't have been a bad place for him. But it's just one of those things where I feel like at the end of the day, we've been hindering Donny to shine, and now he has an opportunity to go show the world what he can do. So shout out to Donny. He is free. Donny is free. We started off 2024 with Donny being free. Another person who's been freed from that job, by the way, I want to briefly talk about this. There's the football update section, is Wayne Rooney. He's been freed from his job.
Oh, my God.
We all know Wayne Rooney didn't work out in MLS. he decided to go to a harder. Oh Lord! Oh, I'm not laughing at him. I'm happy that he's unemployed. I'm just laughing at the thing that great player does not always equal great manager. And Wayne Rooney learned that the hard way. He should have just learned from Gary Neville, fam, because his numbers were not good. And I think he took the team when they were second. They had just finished second, I think, Birmingham, if I'm not mistaken. And they're near bottom. And that for me is like the definition of like, if you have pilot and you're pretty much just tanking the plane. And that's what Wayne Rooney was doing. And he tanked the plane in MLS. He tanks the plane in England. Where else are you going to tank another plane? MLS, Rooney was just chilling, says Arteta. Would you entertain Waza's interim?
Oh, my God.
Who?
Get out of here, baby.
No way Wayne is becoming interim. Nah. Shout out to you, Arten. I would not entertain Wayne Rooney at all. I don't think even the players at Man United would take him seriously. I think it's just one of those things where football is big, Wayne. You have so many other places where you can go. Look at these people like PK. There's the business side of things. Wayne Rooney. Look at other fields. There's the punditry side. If he started a podcast, I would listen to that Wayne Rooney. I'd be, I'd be curious to hear his insights, because obviously he has been, when we're serious about it, he has been exposed to lots of like good management throughout his career. And it's just unfortunate that it didn't work out, So Waza, stay out of my club. Stay out of our club, if you get what I'm saying. He needs to go prove himself or not tank a plane more than once. Then I'll believe him. Didn't really, like the Derby County thing was, I feel like he was also financially helping the team. That's partially why it bought him a little bit of time at Derby County. And he's been trying this managerial thing, and he's passionate about it. And I love it. But Wayne, it's time. It's time to be looking at other fields, my man. Koala says he's saving his best tactics for Manchester United now. Oh, Lord. I do not even want him in the coaching staff. If I see him in the coaching staff. Oh Lord, it was gonna be hell. But let's move on to talking about people that are, making horrible decisions. I just want to briefly also mention the boy Mengi, Andy Mengi. Now, the reason why I want to bring up this young lad to the conversation today is because Fabrizio has tweeted about this, because there's an understanding that Fulham and Palace are now showing strong interest in Luton Town centre back Tendon Mengi. Now, this is our Carrington baby that we got rid of. This is our Carrington kid, you know. This is talent that was part of like the clear out of youngsters when we let the Igbals go, you know. But Mengi, for me, we let him go to Luton Town, which on the surface is not a bad idea. But I really hope this is exactly the point that I was trying to get at, Compost. We sold Mengi for an undisclosed fee. Undisclosed fee, fam. I looked it up, Compost, before this, and I was like, no. That means when they say undisclosed fee, they means they got a PS5, 2 VAR screens, a couple of shin pads, and then they were like, here, have Mengi. What? Why do we let go of a talent like Mengi without a buyback clause? That's the whole thing. In my research, I did not find, Compost. Maybe if you find one, please let me know. But in my research, I did not find anything about a buyback clause or anything like that, or a sell-on clause. Because look at this. Mengi's trajectory, you heard it here first, beginning of 2024. Mengi is going to be sold to Crystal Palace, right? And he's going to keep developing and become a top-notch player who we are going to be interested in 4 years from now. You heard it here first. I'm talking about raw talent. Guys, I looked at his scouting report, and let me just briefly share some of the things that were outstanding attributes about Mengi's game. This boy, he's a center back. I mentioned, right? Did I also mention that he's already got a goal?
Oh my God!
I know center backs should not be concerned about goals, really, but in a season where Man United is having a goal drought, this is a guy who's played 14 Premier League matches and already has a goal. Okay, let's put the goal aside. This is a defender we're talking about. The thing that I want to draw attention to is the number where he ranks in all of Europe's top center backs. In all of Europe's center backs right now, he's in the 81st percentile. In tackles,
Oh my God!
interceptions, 99th percentile.
Jesus!
He completes,
Jesus is Lord!
listen, he completes 2.62 interceptions per 90. Clearances, 4.53 clearances per 90. Of course, Luton Town plays with a, low block. They are Park the Bus FC. But still, this is a defender who is showing that he's here to win duels. He's no pushover. He, for me, is smelling like potential ceiling of similar to Willy Kambwala. And the thing that I can say that he needs to work on more is his passing, but this is what you want from a young center back. He is only 21 years old. This boy has a lot of potential. He has got a big ceiling. And if you also just look at, he passes not just the stats test, but the eye test too. If you just look at how he's been doing, Luton Town, when they give so many top teams problems from the 3 teams that have been promoted into the Premier League this season, Luton Town is the one that I can tell you for sure that these guys are most likely staying. These guys have been giving big teams some problems, and Luton Town, a big part of that defense has been Tendon Mengi. Come on. I hope there's a buyback clause of some sort. Big up to Luca in the building. Happy New Year, my man. Yale in the house. Happy 2024, Yale. Oh. That was a horn. And there was me deep asleep in bed. Sorry. The energy I'm revitalized and re-energized for 2024. That's why I'm a little hype right now. I'm actually not even fully like fit. I was not feeling well prior to the New Year's Eve and stuff, and I've just been sort of still on the upwards. I'm like, ladies and gentlemen, Martinez and Casemiro coming back into the fold. I'm coming back into the fold like Martinez and Casemiro. How are you? Says Luca. I just pretty much just told you how the health has been, So, Luca, I know you are a big Arsenal fan, my friend, but I have to warn you. There is a new person you have to be worried about. He is back. Casemiro is back, and Licha is also back. It's going to be time for Manchester United to cook. It's going to be time for us to get back to winning ways, because I feel like this is going to be the time where we start climbing up. I'm very hopeful. I know it's hopium talking, but when this boy is back in the mix, it gives me so much hope. When I see Licha also back in the mix, it gives me a lot more hope than what we've been seeing in the first part of the season. That's where I'm at this morning. Yo, something that we have to mention about Mengi before we close the button on that. Thank you, Compose, for mentioning this. It's his scary recovery pace. This is particularly why he actually would not be a bad player for a team that plays a mid-block or a high line, looking at Manchester United and be like, make the right decisions. If we have somebody that knows football and wants to be part of a clear out, they'll actually realize and say, look, we need to put a buyback clause on this guy so he can, the way Chelsea do business, they put a lot of buyback clauses on a lot of players. And why can't we do that? It just breaks my heart sometimes, this team, things are happening at Roma. The main dude, the CEO himself, Kent. Mourinho was excited about this dude earlier in the day. Things are happening at Roma. You know that Mourinho's contract is I think in July. That's when it expires, and I'm closely monitoring that situation. I'm wondering where Mourinho's next step is going to be. He spoke highly of Manchester United in an interview. Mourinho is a master of marketing himself. He had a podcast about 2 weeks ago with John Obi Mikel, and he had a very positive spin on Manchester United. And he was just like, I was in the skybox the other time, and they, I could feel the love. They cheered me, blah, 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 and I was like, okay, Jose. Are you trying to get yourself in the position for an interview? Jose Mourinho wants an interview. How do you feel about that, Yale? How do you feel about that? Because Jose Mourinho knows this circus is going to come to an end at some point. Somebody that I want to quickly, lastly, touch on terms of the football updates. After this, we're going to segue the conversation into looking at the match day 20 and the game that we always play, the predictions game. But guys, we've talked about Donny van der Beek. That's the actual business that we've done this January. He's in Frankfurt. But it's heating up. That's now more than just paper talk. It's now table talk. It's now real talk that Jadon Sancho may actually have been the bigger man this whole time. Check me out. Listen to why I'm saying this. Jadon Sancho has a new lease on life because Dortmund is now rumored to be closing in on a loan deal where they pay next to nothing, about 2.6 million, and to have Jadon Sancho, and Man United obviously takes care of the salary and everything, even the transport, the Uber fees, everything, So it's like, for me, one, all right, we needed to solve this situation because we have a depreciating asset in our hands and he is starting to rot, right? Financially, we have to do something about it. But Jadon Sancho now is walking out of a circus, out of a potential plane that could tank. The Ten Hag plane could tank. It could. It is in serious jeopardy because he is meeting new owners. He has to convince the new owners, the Mr. Ineos and the new staff that Sir Jim Ratcliffe is bringing in. He has to tell them about his project. They can't just shake hands and be like, oh, where's the tea? You know, they actually have to sit down and do a proper review. That is part and parcel of like what is going to happen when a new person who's in charge of the footballing operations is trying to implement a footballing an operations overhaul. You know, you actually need to look at where things are going, how they've been going, why they've been going the way they have. And part and parcel of that process is obviously talking to the man who is in the dugout. Now, this thing reminds me of when you remember when Thomas Tuchel and Todd Bowley. Todd Bowley's first checkbook finished because of Thomas Tuchel, right? He bought him every toy that he wanted. He even went and got him Aubameyang, who we thought was done. It was like either after Arsenal, it was Barcelona, and then Barcelona, it didn't really seem like it was going to actually his career was going to pop off. He started off good, and then it seemed like turbulent again, and it looked like Obama who? Obama what? It was looking like it was going to be very, very, what's the word? Just another one that goes down the drain, right? But anyway, so Aubameyang got a new opportunity at Chelsea, and then from there, what happened? The people behind Todd Bowley, the people behind the newly reformed structure of Chelsea were like, nah, let's get rid of Thomas Tuchel. He's not the guy that we should be building with. We have a plan that has principles that are based on one, getting a certain specific profile of players that are young, giving them almost lifetime contracts, and also just making sure that they really wanted a coach who is synonymous with working with youngsters. And Thomas Tuchel, yes, but not necessarily that you would say that's his characteristic. Like he's been working with different kinds of squads, different kinds of players, and the biggest job that he had prior to that Chelsea job was the PSG job. So anyway, so my point is, a structure, a footballing structure can have its own vision that is not necessarily include the current manager, and that is a reality that Ten Hag and all of us may have to face. So, but the thing is, bro, Ten Hag, you have to convince them that you are going to actually work. And the first hint that I got from him was when he was asked about that in the last press conference. Ten Hag said something like, "When my players are back," meaning all the other guys that have been here have not been really, really, really his players like that. He said, "When my players are back, then we will see, the real Man United." So Ten Hag was giving a hint of what his spiel to the Ineos staff, what he's going to say is like, when Casemiro is back, when Licha is back, which is sensible because they were a big part of last year's success. Now, we have to see how we move as a club in the transfer window. I want to just say, for me, Ten Hag, you have to now adjust your principles, because now he came into Man United. We know that he didn't bring a lot of his background stuff, his coaching stuff. He only, I believe, maybe 2 or 3 people, and he had to work with the existing staff. But now we're in speculation area, right? But my speculation is that he did that, and the thing that he gained in part of his contract terms is probably the power to veto some transfers and the power to have a stronger say in the transfers. And now with the person that we're rumored with, the Graham Stephen Potter, guys, the guy that we're rumored with, he's a Mr. Yes Man. For me, he's the guy that, Ineos I would actually want because he would come in and just focus on the coaching, almost adopt the same strategy that he had at Brighton, where he's just letting the recruitment people do the recruiting and him just focused on just coaching, which is what on the surface you want that, but you also want somebody who has a little bit of a say on other things as well, like the recruitment of the types of players, and this is actually a very, very important thing for people to remember, people that are Ten Hag out, that right now the option that you're realistically looking at, it's not Zinedine Zidane, no, it's not Antonio Conte, it is not Hansi Flick, it is not Carlo Ancelotti or Pep Guardiola or Simeone. It is Graham Potter, Stephen Potter. That's a real possibility of a coach that we could get. I want to actually hear. Am I actually maybe ruling him off too soon? I want to hear the opinion of Manj in the building. Yo,
what's going on, people, man? Happy New Year to you, bots. What are you saying? You good?
Oh, man, I'm good as long as Graham Potter stays away. Are you good? Would you be good with Potter?
Potter out. From the get-go.
Potter, don't get in.
You know what I'm saying to you? Like, I mean, I don't understand this. Like, give the current manager a chance, man. Do his thing. People just trigger happy these days. You know what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
So people just need to relax. So yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay. On the other thing that I was just talking about, do you want a manager who has zero say in transfers and just focuses on coaching? Or do you want a manager who has a little bit of power in the transfers as well? Like, because the reason why I'm asking this is like, it feels like Ten Hag was given a little bit more power in picking the transfer targets and look at where that has gotten us, and it looks like Graham Potter, the guy, because it's like somebody who's actually, still paper talk, but it could be table talk or real talk soon. But, Graham Potter, he looks like, to me, he comes off as a yes man. He comes off as like, I'm just here to coach. Where are you in this question?
It has to be, the books have to start with the higher ups, the director of football, and that they should make the decisions. Ten Hag should have, his first mistake was doing the transfer business on his own. If he had advisors like Ralph Ragnick, for instance, United will be in a better position right now. So that's where I'm at.
It only makes sense to have somebody who you even agree and disagree with to actually end up coming towards the best possible compromise. It feels like it's best if it's gone through a couple of discussions, like you don't just go get me Weghorst, you run and go get Weghorst. For me, like I understand sometimes maybe the discussions could maybe delay things, etc. You have to like maybe a coach has an agreement with a certain player. Like by the way, the Dortmund coach right now, Edin Terzic, I believe is his name. He was the interim coach when Jadon Sancho was still at Dortmund. And this guy, I believe they've had some WhatsApp messages that they were like, he was like, man, don't train. You're going to come to Dortmund. We'll figure it out in January. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's something about what I'm trying to highlight is managers who are able to sort of like have a little bit of a direct relationship with players, and that power in transfers actually, sometimes if it works out well, it's a good thing, right?
It's kind of like how United were with David Gill and all that stuff, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. So anyway, it's an interesting one to ask the temperature around. Let's see in the chat. Compo says send Potter to. Come on. Compos does not want Potter in by any means as well. Jose to Newcastle in the summer, perhaps. Yeah, that would actually make sense, and it would be scary. Sighting for everybody else. Yale says, there was some talk about Mourinho in the Brazilian team. Yes, and he actually released a statement about a few hours ago saying so far he hasn't received a call from Brazil. But Jose always coy with it. You never know. Mourinho, in Brazil, that seems like it's going to be an interesting. It could be an interesting combination. I just can't imagine Vinicius and the likes of Rodrigo and Richarlison. Man, anyway. Yale says United stand. They think we're going to fetch Werner now. The top transfer dude at Sky Sports said no. Fabrizio also said nothing there yet. Please, Yale, I hope this is just United stand talk. This Timo Werner for me gives me, he has the ability to make you nervous as a viewer. The same way, you remember old Maguire when he got the ball and you actually felt nervous like you're the one on the pitch with the ball. Timo Werner, as a rival fan, Munch, I would feel sorry for him when they pass the ball to him and he freezes. You see his body actually, bro, that guy, he just can't handle. He doesn't have the mental strength for Man United. That's where I'm at with it. I don't care if he was being scouted before Chelsea. Good thing we got the showcase at Chelsea and we saw what happens to a Timo Werner that is under pressure. Now, imagine him at United. Munch, would you?
I'm gonna say this right now at 3:27 UK time, right? I'll say this right now. If United signed Timo Werner, eriktenhag, we got problems.
It's like eriktenhag and the recruitment team. This is my. There's gonna be
surely these rumors gotta be just rumors, right?
I hope so. Yeah, guys, that's the other thing about January. It's filled with, because Man United are the magnitude of a club that we are, at least legacy wise and so forth, and media wise. Well, media big. We end up attracting and talk. All this talk about different players, which more than 70% of it ends up not being true. So we just have to know how to weed through some of this trashy news, Lord. Mourinho has been refusing to say that there have been talk, and this is where we did give a high praise to the new fired CEO. Yeah. He did that part in that podcast. Really surprised me. Mourinho saying, "Oh, I would have loved to work with John Murtough." I was like, "Yo, what is Mourinho talking about?" Eriktenhag needs to get Champions League or he is done, says Compose. Do you think, Compose? I feel like that part is the part that we have to. I understand financially we need to get Champions League, but we need to understand in this long-term thing. For me personally, I'm fine this year not getting Champions League. I know it sounds surprising to say that, but if the sacrifice is forfeit Champions League positions this year so that you have a proper purge and rebuild, so that next year you can actually fight for a proper Champions League position, that for me makes more sense. And I wouldn't be horribly mad at that, to be honest. But I know what you mean. Top 5 position is very, very important financially as well for the club. It turns out the fee we are going to receive for Sancho is higher than 3 million, says Ben Jacobs. Okay, that's promising. That is promising. By how much? 2 million? How much do you think we're going to get for Sancho for real, man? Like,
I'll be honest with you, I haven't really kept up to date with this stuff because I've heard about the Sancho news. Great move for him to resurrect his career, by the way. For me, I didn't, you know what I'm saying? So
if Ten Hag doesn't make this Ineos rebuild, Sancho actually looks like the bigger man, walks off like, he comes back to like a brand new coach, and he looked like the guy who stayed away from the circus. You get what I mean? It's like his position feels a little bit stronger because he stood his ground, didn't back down, realized what a fraudulent time that we're going through. You know what I mean? If it turns out that way, if it turns out Ten Hag leaving at the end of the season,
I agree with you. Like, it just also gets show that people just need to relax on what they read as well. You know what I'm saying to you and all that stuff. Maybe he wasn't playing FIFA at 3 o'clock in the morning. We don't know. He must be out or something. I don't know.
maybe. As long as
But we'll get to that bridge when we get to it, man. We'll cross that
right.
bridge when it's all official. We'll chat to it afterwards as well.
If they tune him up at Dortmund, put him, let him show the world what he can do versus teams like Leverkusen, Bayern, and so forth, and we win by him appreciating in value, and we can actually maybe get a good fee for him, because at the end of the day, he's good talent. He's 23, 24, and he still has a lot to offer, in my opinion, and football changes like that. If he scores a couple of good goals and provides double-digit assists or something like that, close to 10 assists by the end of the season, we all know there's a player in there.
I think he returns, I'll be honest with you, because I think the manager is going to last the season.
Well, what the hell?
Bot's a big fan of Ten Hag, but sometimes when you take a seat back, think, when you need to really analyze it, you're thinking it's not looking good for him, man. I mean, Wigan this weekend. So one of them.
Yeah, that's where I was going at earlier on in the conversation, when I was like, it is a real possibility that the ship could tank, and we actually need to be aware of the fact that Ten Hag needs to also impress the new guys, and if the new guys don't buy into his project, they'll be quick, they'll be incisive, they have to act like the new energy, whether that's the right decision or not, but they need to kind of make sure that they're acting as the new. The revitalization of Man United, you're part of that. It's almost like this. Unfortunately, it's like getting new owners without getting new owners. If you get what I mean.
Yeah. It's like the more things change, the more they say the same. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Oh, Compose, there's a name that I like in the chat. Xavi Alonso. Oh man, if we get that manager,
I can't agree with that, because former Liverpool, man, I can't do that thing there.
Yeah, I see. Well, but if you agree to Paul Mitchell being in the backroom stuff, then what's the Xavi Alonso going to do? This whole thing of like,
I have to be tribalistic, man. I have to do the thing.
Yeah, I understand it, but also sometimes it'll be our downfall, man. This tribalism of like, it's part of this tribalism that the Premier League decided to vote against the semi-automated offside. It was like, no, we don't. That's part and parcel of what contributed to this whole thing of like, now look at how many marginal offsides and how many decisions that we're so angry about this season. But anyway.
Arteta agrees with me.
Ryan recommended about 4 or 5 ballers we could have gotten for the same price as Antony. If Ineos bring Ralph Rangnick back, I would actually, because honestly, I'm looking at them with a little bit of like partial skepticism, also partial optimism, partial like intrigue. I don't know. Like there's this thing, Manj, there's the perspective of like, if we had like the Qataris, and we don't know much about how they actually would be running the football operations side of things. We know they'll be bringing in a big check, which is what we want. We want to clear out the debt. We want a fresh slate. But the main thing is also, we still want people that know what they're doing, that have had experience with like managing football things, football clubs and sports management. And that, for me, on one hand, you can also say the Ineos guys come in with a little bit of that expertise, and that should ultimately be a good thing, no?
I just don't trust these people, man. I can't lie to you. Like, and the proof is always going to be in the pudding.
But if they bring in Rangnick, look at Compose's comment. If they bring in Ralph Rangnick, Rangnick recommended about 4 or 5 ballers, right? We all know Rangnick's talent ID. And if Ineos say, look, Ten Hag, we're the new guys. With our 25%, we're also inviting Ralph Rangnick to be part of this.
You're talking smart. You're not going to do smart business.
Okay, yeah, it's a lot of ifs, buts, and babies, but I'm just trying to paint the scenario that is.
I hear you.
Yeah,
I'm always skeptical because it's been about 10 years of dumbness. You know what I mean? So I'm always going to be that skeptical. I hope it works. I hope to make the right moves, but I'm always going to be like the side-eye business. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing?
Rightfully so. It's the trauma that has been induced in us, but by
Facts.
all the past 10 years of Glazer ownership. But anyway,
Yeah.
So real quick, I want to make sure that we take a look at the Premier League predictor game that we play, our power predictor game, because I have 15 minutes left. I'm looking at the time. I'm like, how did we get into this? It's already 40 minutes of the conversation. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. If you're here, please hit the like button. Kindly do that. R10 is also very tribalistic, saying, nah, no ex-LFC players. We don't want Liverpool. Get them out of here. No Scouser blood in my club. I understand it, and I respect that tribalistic perspective, R10. But also, we have to remember that, like, sometimes it may also be our downfall. Yale says, I have a feeling eriktenhag will get fired is how stubborn he is, and he will refuse to give up any power. Oh, I have a feeling what will get Ten Hag fired is his stubbornness and how he refuses to relinquish power. Yo. Oh man, I hope he kind of adjusts his ways. Matata in the building says, yo, Ole, do you have Ole's contact, puppy? Oh man, please, let's not bring Ole. Let's not bring Ole in here. I'm still like,
I'm still scarred by it, man.
Yeah. He's Mr. Good Vibes, and we should have never given him the permanent one. If he stayed as an permanent interim manager, if that makes sense, that would be the thing for Oli. But anyway, I want to go ahead.
Do you know what hindered us, bots?
What hindered you?
Beating PSG hindered the progress, man. Maybe losing to them would have been better. Think about it.
Oh, bro.
Think about it. Rio said, give me the contract and stuff. Then it all went downhill from there. Walk out on the high, man. It is what it is.
Yo, shout out to Mark in the building as well, saying what's good, Power Hour and Munch. Big up, Mark. Happy New Year, fam. Let's look at how you're doing on the table, Mark. I actually have not obviously done my job offline. So let's talk about match day 20 real quick and do a quick recap, a super fast recap, Manj. I'm glad that it's you and I only here. So Chelsea, Luton played and Luton won. Chelsea won 3-2. Chelsea won 3-2. So Mark, you got the score the other way around. So too bad, Mark.
Okay.
Superfly predicted a Chelsea win. So did Ronald. And who else predicted? Manj did. Oh, Manj, big up to you. And Vibes. All right. So and nobody else actually got the score. What did I predict? Oh man, I predicted a Luton win. They let me down. Chelsea went up 3 goals, and then Luton started trying to catch up. Yeah. Anyway, Palace played Brentford, and Palace won 3-1. Palace won 3-1. Look at Mark getting the score the other way around again. Connor got it right. Connor got the exact score, 3-1, correct.
Good psychology from Mark, man. You know what I mean?
Manj, whoa. You reckon up points, bro. Okay, so did R10, and so did Box as well. Who else did I miss who predicted a Palace win? That's all.
I'm not done yet.
What did I predict? I predicted a draw. Bro, I did not want to win this game. Okay, the next game to talk about is, let's see, Wolves-Everton. Wolves played Everton, and Wolves beat Everton by 3 goals to 0. Anybody predicted a 3-0? Mark predicted 3-1. That was close. That was close, Mark. You were so close. 3-1. Steve predicted 3-0. Shout out to Steve as well. Yo, Ronald predicted a Wolves win. 1 point for Ronald, 1 point for Sashiv. Big up to Kenny for that. So did Munch. Whoa. Whoa. This looks like it's gonna be a good match day for you, bro.
By the way, Bots, I got laughed at for one game. Can you guess which one it was?
Man United.
Mm-hmm.
Versus Forest. That's crazy. Okay. City, Sheffield. Let's quickly go to City. City won 2-0 versus Sheffield United. Anybody
You got that right.
I got yes! Big up to botswanapapi getting 3 points. Yes, I knew it.
Bots Guardiola in the house. Let's go.
Bots Guardiola in the building. R10 also got it right. Sashiv and Montana and Connor and Khan. Everybody here predicted, and Steve and Eddie. Everybody here predicted win for Manchester City, which is kind of easy, to be honest. Luan and Box and Stephanie as well. All right, big up to them. Let's go to the other game. Forest. Nottingham Forest versus Manchester United. We all know how that ended. It was a sad 2-1. 2-1. Superfly got it wrong. The only people that got it right is Munch. Wait, you got 2-1.
Mm-hmm.
Munch.
Yes.
And
Don't underestimate me. Mm-hmm. I got side eye for it as well.
Are you the only one that predicted a Forest win? Wait. Did I put in Omo's ones? Hold on. Omo, I know. Omo sent me his. I did not put in Omo's. Omo sent me his. Omo, you see, I hate Omo for this.
You should be got points for that, you know.
Yeah, you know, Omo. I'll put in Omo's after this. Oh Lord. All right, 2-1. Let me just pull him out because I have it here actually. So there it is.
I actually felt a bit smart after that. I thought, I got laughed at, but now I'm laughing.
What?
I felt a bit smart after the game, thinking, at least I got 3 points out of
that. Bro, wow. This was a very good. Okay, here we go. Omo predicted. Let's go to Nottingham Forest 3-0. Nottingham Forest. So at least he gets a gray for that. For this, look at this guy making me put them in now. 2-1 Luton Town. Okay, and then Crystal Palace Brentford 2-1 Crystal Palace. Gosh, 2-1 to Palace. Let me bring this a little higher. Boom. Okay, so
shout out to Joe in the building.
Hey, Joe in the building. Happy New Year, Joe. All right. Let me make this quick. Palace 2-1. Boom. And then the other one was Man City Sheffield. He predicted 4-0 City. Okay. Wolves Everton 2-1 Wolves. Okay. And then Spurs Bournemouth. It was what? He predicted 2-2. I don't think it ended as a draw. Fulham Arsenal. It was 2-0 Arsenal. And then Liverpool Newcastle was 2-1 Liverpool. And West Ham Brighton was 2-0 West Ham. All right. Here we go.
Hey, bro, that West Ham game was awful. My God.
Oh, yeah. It was a snooze fest, wasn't it?
I fell asleep twice, man.
Oh, boy. Oh, yo. Did anyone see Saeed FIFA stream yesterday? I nearly pissed myself laughing. I did not. No, I did not see it. Oh. Yes, R10, I should have restricted. No, almost I sent it before the kickoff, but the thing about it is, like, I don't like it if people DM me their predictions. You have to put it on a thing, that way it's easier for communication. New rules for 2024, guys. If you DM me your predictions, they're not going to make it in the game. 14 likes. We have more than 14 people watching. What are you doing with your life? Like the thing, guys. All right. Let's move on to we're talking about Forest United, and you and Omar are the only people that predicted a Forest win. Okay. Now, Spurs versus Bournemouth. That one ended with Spurs winning 3-1. Did anybody get the 3-1 right? No. Almost. Manj, almost. Usually you said 3-2. Look at that. All right.
Yeah.
Well, so Spurs won, and I think Khan predicted a Spurs win, and so did Ronald, and who else? You, Manj, and Box, and that's it. Yeah, and that's it. And then Fulham played Arsenal. We all know how that went. Fulham beat Arsenal 2-1. It was 2-1 Fulham, and the only people that got that right, that's the right outcome.
The one time I picked Arsenal to win, they lose. Oh, nice.
Wow. 2-1. Montana. Got it.
Go Montana.
Fulham. Big up Montana. Big up R10. Yes. And also Box. Wow. A lot of people got that. 3 yellows for the Fulham Arsenal game, which is pretty impressive. Okay. Liverpool versus Newcastle. We all know that was a 4-2. 4-2. Mo Salah missing a penalty and scoring another penalty. So Liverpool win. And how many people predicted that? I think everybody. Almost everybody. Boom.
Even VAR predicted a Liverpool win. See that dive?
Nice one. Boom. And then who else? All right. West Ham Brighton. We all know that was the snooze fest we talked about. 0-0. Did anybody? There's some draws. Some people predicted draws. Look at that. There's another draw over there. Any other draw? That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. Villa versus Brentford. Burnley is the last game to talk about. Villa won 3-2. Burnley got a red card in that game. Aston Villa won, and Steve gets the points for that. Who else? Khan gets the points as well. Villa won, win, Villa win. Everybody here predicted a Villa win, but nobody actually predicted the 3-2. All right. Well, yeah, this was actually probably a good preview to listen to. Whoever was listening to this preview when we're talking about the Villa Burnley game, that look at that. A lot of people got the results correct. All right, so we might as well add up the numbers. Let's see how many points you bagged. Steve had 1-1, bots. R10 says Steve had 1-1. Wait. Did I miss out on Steve? I probably missed out on Steve. Let's see. Steve had 1-1 as well. Oh, yes. For Spurs Bournemouth, though. No, for West Ham Brighton. Thank you for correcting me. Yeah, boom. Yes. Steve had 1-1. And then what did Stephanie say? I didn't do last 3 matches to let others do even more better than me. You're so kind, Steph. You're so kind. Oh, Lord. Guys. All right. Let's quickly run up the points. Manj wants his points. I think you're the highest earner today, Manj. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 points for Manj.
Oh my God!
Manj,
Mm-hmm.
I think you are the father of match day 20, brother.
Let's go.
10 points for Manj. Let's look at the other people. All right, let's go to Omo. Wait, did I do all of Omo? That was a draw. That was a win for Fulham. That was a win for Spurs. Did Omo give me Villa Burnley? Let me see Villa Burnley. No. Yes. Oh, almost said 3-0 Villa. 3-0 Villa. And it was a Villa win, right? Okay, so 1 point for Omo. And then Palace Brentford, it was a win for Palace. We said Palace won 3-1 and almost said 2-1. So okay, boom. City win, yes. We have to put that one in. And then the Wolves win, yes. And then that was it. Okay. Because almost said, wait, Luton Town win. 2-1. And yes, it was 3-2. It was 3-2. All right. So Omo has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points for Omo. I think he's dropping down the table. Maybe 6 points. All right. Let's see Mark. What did Mark get? 1. Oh, Mark is not looking good, fam. It's not looking good, 2. 2 points for Mark. Oh no. 2.
Oh my God.
Oh, Mark, this is a bad day. Match day 20 was not your friend. All right, Eddie has 3 points. I think that was Eddie's first entry into the game. By the way, if you're just tuned in, you can be a part of this game. It's very easy. All you do is predict the next match day fixtures. And just like that, you can climb up the table. You see, what's his name? Steve has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points for Steve. Steve is also earning high this match week. Who else? Let's go to Khan. Has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points for Khan. All right, Imran Khan. Where is Khan in the chart? Oh boy. 5 points for Khan. Yeah, I'm gonna do we're gonna have to arrange this. Let's finish the additions and then we'll continue with part 2 later. Ronald has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 points for Ronald. Another 7 points earned. Ronald is Mr. 7 points. Corner is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points for corner. Yeah. All right. 8 points for corner. You're definitely going to climb up the table with those 8 points. Sashiv, 1, 2, 3, 4 points for Sashiv. Kenny Fan TV, you mid-table Mendem. Where you at? Another 4 points. He had 4 points last match day and he does it again. Montana has 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 plus 3 is 6. Montana gets 6 points. 6 points for Montana. Seems like that's about the average. We already did mine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, R10 gets 7 points for R10. High earner. Yeah, not bad, R10. botswanapapi gets 3, 4, 5. 5 points. Decent. Little below average, but 5. Well, I'll take 5 on a tough day like this. Luan gets 1, 2, 3 points for Luan. And almost at the end, Box gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 3, 8. Which is 8. Luan gets. Wait, I put 3 on Luan. That was not for Luan. It was 3 for somebody else. So hold on. 8 for Luan. Let's go back to the person that was above Luan. That was me. No, I did me already. Who was that 3 for? I definitely it shouldn't have been a 3. It's an 8 for Luan. I don't know why I put in 3. Oh, maybe I was already counting because Luan put in Luan got. Wait, why am I confused here? That's botswanapapi, right? Luan got 1, 2, 3.
You got 3, yeah.
Yeah, Luan got 3. Why did I? Luan, you nearly got cheated the right way. You nearly got 5 extra points. Okay, Box. So Box has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Box is the one with 8, not Luan. All right, my bad, Box. First time playing the game, Box. You get 8 points that I nearly gave to somebody else. My bad, Box. There's your 8. Boom. And then Stephanie, 1, 2 points for Steph. You're so kind, Steph. All right. There we go. 2. And then lastly is Vibes. Vibes gets a point. Because Vibes already put in before. Yeah, Vibes keeps on skipping some match days, but came back for this one to get a total of 9 points. Yeah, we'll do the addition of the points later on when we do predictions for match day 21, because that is what's happening next. Ladies and gentlemen, we can say big shout out to Manj for being the highest earner of the match day 20, and also our 10, as well as Steve and Ronald by earning 7 points. This is the Power Predicted game, ladies and gentlemen. I am botswanapapi, chilling right here with Manj. We've reached the hour mark. I want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for being kind and hitting the like button. We got Chelsea Den in the building. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Mark, it was not your day, buddy. Not your day. I always ready to mingle. It's Chelsea Den. I hope you're having a good day, buddy. Big up to Yale for bigging up Chelsea Den. Stephanie says, I bet I'm in relegation zone. My only chance.
Get right here, man.
Oh, you're too funny, Steph. You need to make sure. Take a second right now, Chelsea Den. You too, because you've been skipping some match days. Match day 21 fixtures are already there. All you have to do is just write them out. Put a little comment for Papi. It helps the channel when you comment. You know, it's a win-win. What are you talking about? Yo, Manj, any closing words, brother, to this New Year's stream?
Yeah, man. First of all, thanks for having me on as always. Sorry about my voice, but it is what it is. Shout out to the chat as well. And yeah, have a good day, people.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna see you on match day 21. Don't think you're a high earner. You know, you're like you gotta rest and sleep, bro. I'm coming for you. All right.
I'm not gonna go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, big up though.
Move, man.
Big up to Munch. Big up to you in the chat. We've reached the hour mark. Yo, what is Mark saying? Have guys done the predictions early? Yo, you have to do it right now, Mark. Do it right now. Get in the game. You too, Yale. What are you waiting on? They're doing FA Cup press conferences today. I believe so. I believe we're going to definitely see some more of those, especially the post-match press conferences as well. Yo, if you're watching and not subscribed, come on. You're just a 007 agent. You know? We are out of here, ladies and gentlemen. My name is botswanapapi. Please, please, please kindly hit the like button. I will see you on the next stream. Tomorrow is the Friday happy hour, but I will try to be here before then. All right? And the match, and I think our next match for Man United is Wigan. So, we do our level best not to miss those matches. So one more time, do something kind for yourself. If you haven't got a New Year's resolution, maybe your resolution should be getting a New Year's resolution.
Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, we out of here.
Football Power Hour.